Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Texans going up against the Colts. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Miller, the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded at about the 28. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete. And it's 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 3rd and 4. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
In motion is Fedorowicz. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Danny Woodhead is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They come out here in the eye. They begin with a run by Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Fuller. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Texans a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff to Miller. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown as a Houston Texan. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go play action here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down now after the pass completion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Fedorowicz. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Texans going up against the Colts. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. Fedorowicz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
It's complete to Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear. But they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. There's some flash on this offense, and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
All right, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And now out comes Houston. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. 11 yards for number 11. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's got Fuller. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. They come out here in the eye. A 1st down carry now for Miller. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Halfback sent in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. He'll rifle a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Watch it now, Barney. Back down, Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Underneath for Miller. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's brought down after a good gain. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. In motion is Fedorowicz. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through. All that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw again. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
All right, now, look at this. Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Right side caught Fedorowicz. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come out here in the eye. Here's a give to Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough fourth down situation.
First and goal from the 5. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown as a Houston Texan. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll set up a throw. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. They give him a gain of 38. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll stick with the passing game and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play clock winding down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He completes it to Pete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Check, pass it. Back down in that belly. Here we go. Detroit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they split the uprights. Last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Strong grabs it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first. Miller, the lone setback.
Blue 90. 56, boy, 56. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue.
They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Watching that body.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Woodhead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense, stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. It's Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch twist. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught by Moncrief. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Line 55. Here we go. Let's go, D. All right, now, look at 56. Now, let's go. Check. Patriot. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets it here to Peak. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Moncrief for the catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field, and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hey. Four down. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Mike. 56 is Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Out of the gun now on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Third down and 8 now. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completion left side to Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll drop it underneath for Woodhead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Dumps it off to Woodhead. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
3-19. All right, now look at 56.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the right side, this is Miller. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime,
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it is all up to Dan Carpenter. The clock showing just one tick. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Colts, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.